Hello, my beautiful soap opera family. Monday, June 22nd, the level of danger and the sheer stupidity of some of these storylines is driving me up the wall. Let us jump right into the absolute nightmare that is happening with poor little Rocco and Britt. Am I the only one losing my mind over this? Rocco is just a child. He is on the run, hiding out in some cold, dark, miserable cabin, and now he has discovered that Britt is incredibly sick and completely unconscious. This is a heart wrenching betrayal of a child's innocence. Rocco is terrified out of his mind. He has that tablet Britt gave him, and in his absolute desperation, he reaches out to Charlotte and Danny for help. My heart just shatters into a million pieces for this boy. He is begging them, crying out for someone, anyone, to come and save Britt before it is too late. The panic in that boy's voice is going to haunt my dreams. I just know it. And let us talk about Danny and Charlotte receiving that call. These are children, guys. Danny has the Morgan and Quartermain blood running through his veins, and Charlotte has that fierce Cassadine loyalty, but they are still just kids. How are they supposed to mount a rescue mission for a grown woman who is deathly ill? The writers are putting the weight of the world on these young shoulders, and it is an absolute outrage. Britt Westbourne has been through hell and back over the years. She has fought so hard to redeem herself, to become a doctor we can respect, and now they have her passed out in a cabin while a child tries to play savior? It is a complete mess. Meanwhile, back in Port Charles, Dante is running himself ragged, trying to find his son. Thank the Lord above, Dante finally uncovers a massive, promising clue regarding Rocco's whereabouts. I was screaming at the television, telling Dante to open his eyes and be the brilliant detective we all know he is. He is a falconary, for heaven's sake. He needs to find his boy. But wait, just when we think Dante is going to save the day, who waltzes in with game-changing information? Cassius Phazon. I cannot stand the sight of this man. But Cassius masquerading around town with Nathan West's face is a blatant disrespect to the fans. We loved the real Nathan. We mourn Nathan. And now we have this sinister, manipulative Phazon offspring feeding information to the police. Are you kidding me? Cassius brings Dante information that could completely shift the direction of the search for Rocco. But can we trust him? Absolutely not. Everything Cassius does has a dark, twisted motive behind it. If Dante blindly follows whatever breadcrumbs Cassius is dropping, he is walking straight into a trap. I am terrified that Cassius is just playing games with Dante's heart to keep the police distracted from his own wicked schemes. Now, grab your tissues and hold on to your seats, because we need to talk about Carly. Carly is losing her mind, and I do not blame her one bit. Jocelyn is missing, trapped somewhere in the dark, and Carly's maternal instincts are in full overdrive. We all know Carly Spencer. When her children are threatened, she becomes a lethal weapon. She is panicking, she is lashing out at everyone in her path, and honestly, she has every right to. The anxiety is eating her alive. She went to Jack Brennan at Turning Woods and absolutely unleashed her fury on him, demanding that his mysterious contact stop Ross Cullum before Jocelyn disappears forever. But here is the massive spoiler that has me shaking. It looks like Carly and Valentine finally figure out exactly where Jocelyn is being held. Yes, finally, some progress. Valentine has already proven he is willing to sacrifice his own freedom, his own life, to save Jocelyn because he knows what it means to love a daughter. He looks at Carly, he sees her desperation, and he is stepping up. The two of them are going on a rogue rescue mission, and my heart is beating right out of my chest just thinking about it. But guys, this is where the terror truly sets in. If Carly and Valentine storm that location to rescue Jocelyn, they are walking straight into the lion's den. What if they come face to face with Cassius? If they confront Cassius directly, all hell's going to break loose. Cassius is a Phazon. He is ruthless, he is cold-blooded, and he will not hesitate to destroy anyone who gets in his way. I am petrified. If they attack Cassius, the danger is going to multiply tenfold. And if they fail, Lord have mercy, if they fail, Carly and Valentine could end up being taken hostage right alongside Jocelyn and Liesel Obrecht. Can you even imagine the absolute horror of Carly Spencer locked in a dungeon by a Phazon? I cannot handle the stress. The writers are pushing these characters to the absolute brink. Valentine was supposed to be heading to Geneva. He said his emotional goodbyes to Charlotte, and now he is diving headfirst into a suicide mission with Carly. It is thrilling, yes, but it is also a heart-wrenching betrayal of our nerves. I am praying with every fiber of my being that Carly gets her daughter back without ending up in chains. And speaking of chains and prisons, let us pivot to Jack Brennan. Brennan thought he had everything under control. He is the master strategist, always 10 steps ahead of everyone else. But Monday's episode is going to rock his world. Brennan is hit with a massive, shocking development concerning Ross Cullum and the WSB. The WSB is a complete mess right now. I remember the glory days of the WSB with Robert Scorpio and Anna Devane when they were the good guys saving the world. No? Now it is a corrupt, twisted organization, and Ross Cullum is leading the charge into the darkness. Brennan is stunned by whatever Cullum is pulling behind the scenes. Cullum has that search warrant. He traced that phone call to Carly's house, and he is out for blood. Brennan better wake up and use that brilliant mind of his to stop Cullum, because right now, Cullum is a runaway freight train. As if that is not enough drama, we have to talk about Ethan Lovett and Ava Jerome. Guys, I am so disappointed in Ethan right now. He is Luke Spencer's son. He should have some charm, some honor among thieves. Instead, he is playing these dirty, manipulative power games with Ava. Ethan has a very important message he wants to deliver to Ava. Is it from Sonny? Is it about his secret daughter, Phoebe? Whatever it is, Ethan is holding all the cards, and he is turning the tables on Ava. I have defended Ava through so much. Yes, she has done terrible things, but she has paid the price. She lost Kiki. She suffered burns. She survived Ryan Chamberlain. Seeing Ethan exploit her like this is outrageous writing. Ava deserves to stand on her own 2 feet, not be blackmailed by a rogue who just blew back into town. But at least Ava is trying to be a good friend to Trina. Sweet, beautiful Trina Robinson. She is at the gallery with Ava, just trying to figure out her next steps in life. Trina has been through an emotional meat grinder. Losing Spencer Cassadine broke her heart, and it broke ours too. Now she has this big premiere and competition coming up, but her family is falling apart around her. Trina is standing in that gallery, surrounded by art, trying to find some peace and decide what her future holds. I just want to reach through the screen and give that girl a massive hug. She needs a solid, uplifting storyline, not more grief and confusion. And speaking of Trina's family falling apart, what on earth are they doing to Portia and Curtis? I am screaming at the top of my lungs. The spoilers are hinting that Portia is seriously considering cutting ties with Curtis. Are you kidding me? After everything they have survived? After the truth about Trina's paternity? After Curtis being in a wheelchair and fighting his way back to her? They finally get to a place of understanding, and the writers decide to just blow up their marriage? It is ruining the character arc of both of these beautiful people. Portia is under so much stress. She is facing a difficult labor. She might not even make it to General Hospital in time, and now she wants to push Curtis away? This is outrageous writing. We need love on this show. We need couples who fight the world together, not couples who constantly tear each other apart for the sake of cheap drama. Thank goodness for Felicia Scorpio. If there is one shining light in the darkness of Port Charles right now, it is Felicia. The spoilers say she is going to step up and offer some much needed words of encouragement to someone who is struggling. Felicia has always been the mother hen, the heart and soul of this town. She has seen it all, from Aztec treasure hunts to serial killers, and she knows how to lift people up. Whether she is talking to Willow, who is panicking about Drew waking up, or comforting someone else in pain, Felicia's warmth is the only thing keeping me sane right now. Guys, I am exhausted. My heart cannot take much more of this. Between Rocco crying out for help, Carly walking into a deadly trap with Valentine, the disgusting face of Cassius Faison ruining my screen, and the destruction of Curtis and Portia's marriage, I am at my absolute breaking point. I don't know how I am going to survive the rest of the week. I am terrified for Carly, I am praying for Britt, and I am begging the writers to give us some justice. We deserve better, the characters deserve better, and I will not stop yelling until they fix this absolute catastrophe.